It was this one I did was, is the British monarchy still necessary and irrelevant? Remember that? Like I hate being on camera, but it was a couple of weeks ago maybe. I want to say maybe let's see. When was it? It was 2 weeks ago. It was 2 weeks ago. So I did this, and the very next day, the Daily Mail did this black and white of Queen Elizabeth, which I found the timing of to be very, very curious. And so where is it? Where are we with this? And so what am I looking for here? Where is it? Oh my God, I can't find what I oh, it's here. Um, so yeah, I mean, so then I'm like, oh, I hope I didn't start a trend because I want to do black and white. So no one else can do it. For God's sake, everybody, do your colors. That's what you've been doing, for heaven's sakes. As soon as somebody does something, they all have to jump on the bandwagon and do it too. And then they're like, oh, who is she? What is she talking about? We didn't even know she did that. Well, the Daily Mail knew I did it because some of their reporters come onto my YouTube channel. I know, I can feel it, right? And then they did them black and white out of the blue sky the very next day, literally the next day after I did that video. And then they put up their black and white. And people are just like, what? Yeah, because it doesn't make sense because they're just copying trends, right? Anyway, um, anyway, um, I just wanted to say that so this video was really about their next trip, because you know how they're very competitive. And, as I have said, it's very much tit for tat diplomacy coming out of Kensington Palace and Buckingham Palace. As we know, I mean, they copy even jam marketing strategies. Okay. So now that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are going to Nigeria because they have been invited by the military sort of Department of Defense of Nigeria for a visit, and everyone is in full panic mode in the palaces and on social media because they're like, oh, this is going to be like a royal tour. And Harry and Meghan arrange this royal tour because they want to have their own sort of sideshow royal, no, royal sideshow and different things like that they were saying in the Daily Mail yesterday. And I don't think William and Kate are going to allow this to go unanswered because they answer everything, right? So I think we can buckle up our seats. They're going to announce very shortly an epic royal tour. Where is it going to be? I suspect it's, I don't know, maybe Africa, somewhere in the Commonwealth, but someplace where they feel they will get a good reception. So maybe Africa could be tricky right now, and the Caribbean too. Where's left? I mean, there's Canada. There's Canada. They may try to go to Canada because they would get a warmer reception in Canada, I think. Um, or Asia. Are there any sort of Asian countries that are part of the Commonwealth at this point? Hong Kong was at one point, no, but not anymore. Um, well, don't quote me. I don't know who's what's in the Commonwealth and what's not, to be honest with you. But yeah, I suspect it's going to be epic. They're going to announce a tour, and they are going to do it very soon. And it's going to have the rota, the royal rota. Kate is going to have an epic wardrobe, including jewelry and this and that. And they're going to be very lovey-dovey, 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 like we've never seen them before. And it's going to be designed to make Harry and Meghan's Nigeria trip look like child's play. You just watch. You just watch. They're already sitting around the table as we speak in one of those back offices in the palace, ironing out the details, looking at the map, seeing where they could go. I think they should avoid the Caribbean right now because they're not going to get a good reception, right? Um, I mean, some people will be welcoming, but others not so much because of everything. They have to wait. And I think in Africa, it depends. Maybe South Africa, they might get a good reception, but I'm not, maybe they should go to Australia or where is it? New Zealand or one of those countries. Weren't they planning to go to Italy? Wait a minute. I thought I had seen, yes, they were heading to Italy this year, no? They were supposed to go to Italy, and that was at the beginning of this year. However, suddenly Kate's announced that she had a pre-scheduled abdominal surgery and that she would have to push that back apparently. Which makes you wonder, why did they schedule this trip if they knew she had planned abdominal surgery? I don't. Oops, 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 oops. I'm wearing clothes. Don't worry. The Empress is wearing clothes. Sometimes the Empress is not wearing clothes. Depending on, did the Empress just have a flash? Was it just a flash going across the Empress's forehead? Like, oh my God, it's so hot. So suddenly the Empress takes everything off, right? And then in 2 minutes, the Empress is freezing all over again. She puts it right back on. So you caught the Empress at just the right moment. She's wearing clothes. I digress. So anyway, so I was saying the Prince and Princess of Wales. According to Daily Mail's Rebecca English, she said this, that they were going to Rome. She was supposed to go to Rome. I think they're going to reschedule that. I think they're going to reschedule that because it totally makes sense for them to do that. Don't you agree? Do you concur? Oh, here's the picture. I think it's nice. I mean, I like black and white photography. I love black and white photography, and I'm really upset that now it's because it's just going to start a whole trend that everyone's going to be doing black and white photography, and I was first. I was not the first to do black and white photography, but I was the first to use black and white photography in this interval of time, and then the Daily Mail put out this Queen Elizabeth one the next day, which was kind of bizarre. And then now you have this. So you're going to see more people doing it because, it's kind of monkey see, monkey do. But I digress. But I'm going to keep doing my black and white photography when I do my videos, because that's my plan, is to do black and white, because I love black and white, because I think it's less traumatic for the viewer to see me in black and white. Do you know what I mean? I'm being obnoxious. This is obnoxious. This is an obnoxious video. All right. I said obnoxious things, and, I don't want to be obnoxious. I want to be, do you know what I want to be in my life? I want to be an angel. I want to be just angelic and only say kind things. And no matter what people say to me, what horrible things they say, I want to turn the other cheek and be like Jesus Christina. I am Jesus Christina, okay? And this is my husband. This was wrong. This was wrong. This was wrong on every level. Your royal no, it's not your eminence. What do you say to the Pope? Not your majesty, not your eminence. Your holiness? Your holiness. I was only kidding. I was only kidding. Okay? Listen, I'm going to stop this here because I'm just out of control. It's not right. Um but yeah, the question is, are William and Kate going to come out with an announcement that they are going on a major tour, maybe even this year, because in Australia, for example, in December, it's their summer. Think about it. And they haven't had one all year. And yes, Catherine is a little winded or whatever, but she's fine. She's perfectly fine. She can do this. So see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.